You're not gonna need it soon.
What do you mean I'm not gonna need it?
Why is my microphone not working? Okay, now it's working.
You have a microphone?
Shut up.
But I'm just asking, do you have a microphone?
No. No.
Welcome to... Oh, hi. Welcome to our schoolhouse. You need to collect 2 notebooks before you can use these doors. Now it's time for everybody's favorite. I can't believe it. You're incredible. Great job. That's great job. That's right.
Oh,
You did great. Come here and get your prize. A shiny quarter. You need to collect 2 notebooks before you can use these doors. Problem 1.
Kid is happy. But it's only Leela?
No running in the halls. 15 seconds. Detention for you. When will you learn?
Welcome to Buzzbs Basics in Education and Learning. That's me. Oh, hi. Welcome to my schoolhouse. Now it's time for everybody's favorite. Great job. You need to collect 2 notebooks before you can use these doors.
No running in the halls. 15 seconds. Detention for you. Your parents will hear about this one.
Why is your room all purple?
Welcome to Buzzbs. Oh, hi. Welcome to my schoolhouse. Now it's time for everybody's favorite subject. I can't believe it. You're incredible. Good one. Problem, good one. You did great. Come here and get your prize. A a shiny quarter. You need to collect 2 notebooks before you can use these doors. Problem 1. 5 plus 3 equals... you got it. You're doing fantastic. Problem 3. Plus...
Where is it? Where is it? There is no way from a show called
I hunt people for all eternity.
Yeah, someone's trying to kill you.
Welcome to... Oh, hi. Welcome to my schoolhouse. You need to collect 2 notebooks before you can use these doors.
Bro, I'm not eating.
Now it's time for everybody's favorite... You need to collect 2 notebooks before you can use these doors. Welcome to Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning. That's me. Oh, hi. Welcome to my schoolhouse.
Just take us home, please. Hurry, please.
Now it's time for everybody's... You're doing fantastic.
I'm worried now. See, when I was your age. Oh.
basics in education and learning. That's me.
Wait, I just
Remove the first and last letter of your name. Let's see how cool is your new name.
Asmund.
Letter of your name. Let's see how cool is your new name. Remove the first and last letter of your name. Let's see how cool is your new name.
Why? I just did. I said lower. Like lower a little bit more.
Tatum.
Yo voy a servir a uno. Y a las 9 también ya se le den la leche con panetera y la leche de early.
No, leave me alone.
No, your brother, serve them to you. Y tu come pan y para que le den galletita.
You're like 100% annoying.
Corn for me, Bobby. You know what I mean? I'm seeing okay. Van a manchar todo el plume. Mira, ahí no hace pis y no se limpia. Deja todo lo más. Puede ser a todo el mundo, ¿sabes?
Raskibity. I'm gonna find him. Why am I still? She gonna feed me?
It's easy. It's already cut it. I just cut it.
Is she gonna feed me?
Who?
Abuela. No.
You're big already, baby.
No. I said more.
Guys, how was the fall? How was the fall? How was the fall? How was the
Go eat, she says. Let me show her the picture of the turkey.
Give me the device to the key right now. It's fucking Nick.
Fine.
Shut up!
I said it wrong.
They're annoying.
Ella canta bonito.
You're annoying.
She doesn't.
And why the fuck are you even talking in the first place?
Stop saying bad words.
How did you get a voice? How did you get a voice then?
Why can't you shut
How
up?
did we all get voices?
Why
If you want me to shut
Why
up,
can't you shut up
I
then?
can't shut up.
Why can't you shut up?
I can't.
I can't.
Preguntó que por qué tú no
Why
estabas
do
a
people get
dormir.
voices?
I don't think we have voices.
Que no con esto en el
Don't stop
sol.
copying me.
Don't stop copying me. I love you. I love you so
Está
much.
esperando que te la dé, ¿sabes? No, tú no viste lo que dije. Que él dijo, ¿por qué no me está dando ella la comida? Y le digo, no come solo, ya está grande. Échate para acá, si te echas para acá, sí, si no, no. Yo no me voy a ir de aquí solo.
Hey, yo, check.
Como más calentó, ¿eh? Lo calentó, pero más frío que lo está tomando, yo parece. Ah, vamos, arriba. 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 Está bien, George. Está bien o está fría. Cuidado que le rompa la calabaza a tu mamá. Anterior, iba a decir ya. Hígado. Qué pesado. Yo creo que me va a caer catarro. ¿Quién? A mí. Déjame. Estoy estornudando. Me he estornudado mucho y ella también. Está arriba la niña estuvo estornudando. Sí, pero ella no tiene catarro. Yo toda la noche le pongo a ella arriba por
It's a Friday
ella
night,
tiene
you're
nada.
chilling, relaxing, just having simply a good time, and all of a sudden your mom starts screaming at you from downstairs because she wants to know why she was suggesting such a terrible search result when she typed key into your search browser, and that's when you remember you forgot to use incognito mode. So while that's never personally happened to me, unfortunately that has happened to the subscriber who submitted the story. So sit back, relax, subscribe if you're new and like stories, and let's just jump right into it. So we're gonna call the subscriber who submitted the story, we're gonna call him Mike. Anyways, right, so Mike had his first sleepover with his friend Ben. And when I mean first sleepover, I mean these guys were in 4th grade. So this was the first sleepover Mike was ever allowed to have. So it was a pretty big deal, dude. It was a pretty big deal. So anyways, Ben comes over, his mom reads about the game. He's like, oh Ben, I'm so excited to see you, I'm so excited to come over. And I'll go over this information that is important for us to know. Because Ben had Wi-Fi restrictions at his house. Basically, or it was like internet restrictions. What I'm trying to say is that Ben's computer was pretty limited. He couldn't just search up whatever he wanted. There was like some sort of parental blockers. Because Ben did have access to a computer, though he was just in 4th grade. However, it was quite limited as as I said earlier. But anyways, right, that's just a little detail that's important for later on. But anyways, So yeah, Mike and Ben were just, they were having a pretty good time. It was cool for Mike because it was the first time he ever had a friend over. Mike and Ben both hopped on like their Wii or whatever, played Wii Sports, or I don't know, something like on the terms of that. They watched one of the Star Wars movies together. They had like a really cool dinner. His mom made a popcorn for the movie. Like, it was just simply a really good time. There's just absolutely no question about that. Yeah, but anyways, let's just say that eventually something went pretty wrong. So anyways, Mike was like, all right, man, it's 9 o'clock. It's time to go to bed, because that's when, like, 9 o'clock was, like, bedtime. That's when you, like, had a very strict bedtime, because, man, it was third grade. I think my bedtime was, like, 8 o'clock for a very long time, which now sounds ridiculous. I mean, I'm waking up at 8 o'clock at night now. My sleep schedule's a little better than that, but you get what I mean, right? Yeah, so anyways, Ben's like, all right, man, like, that's pretty cool. I think we should go to bed. And another detail that's important for later on is that Mike had a family computer. Basically, right, there's a computer that was in the living room, and anyone in the family could use it. Obviously, the parents had priority because they would be doing work and taxes and other stuff along those lines. And Mike would just go on to play cool math games or Slither.io. I don't know. I don't really know what you do, but something along those lines, right? However, the family computer also means that anyone can access it, and anyone could access it, right? And there was definitely some expectations that Mike would not do anything sus on it. But anyways, Ben was like, oh, like, are you going to bed now? And he's like, yeah. And Mike's like, yeah, man. And Ben's like, all right, well, do you mind if I stay up, like, for 10 more minutes? And Mike kind of looked at him like, why would you want to be up for 10 more minutes? Like, that sounds really specific. Like, dude, that's kind of weird. And, Ben's just like, yeah, man, sorry, I just have too much energy right now. Like, I'm just going to stay up. And Mike's like, okay, well, I'll meet you up there, I guess. And, yeah, so Mike, went upstairs and got ready for bed. He was sitting there, and about 15 or 20 minutes later, he heard the door open, and he heard, Mike or Ben come in, put down his sleeping bag, and go to sleep. Nothing really that suspicious. It was definitely a little weird, but it's like nothing that bad, honestly. And so anyways, the next day comes around, Ben's mom, what's his name? Mike's mom makes pancakes. Things are pretty good. And, Ben leaves, and it's just Mike and his parents. And that's when this was, that was a Saturday night into Sunday morning. So now it is it is Sunday afternoon. It is Sunday evening. Arguably more depressing than Monday, man. I've had this conversation with a lot of people, and they agree. Dude, I don't know why, but Sunday is more depressing than Monday, even though the only reason why Sunday is depressing is because Monday's the next day. Like, it's kind of a mind frick, but I don't know, dude. Anyways, so that's when Mike is in his room. I think he's just like, I don't know, reading a book, reading like a Batman comic or something. And that's when he hears his mom basically yell like, Mike, I need you to come down here right now. And she also said like Mike's full name. She was like, Mike Ben Avery. Let's pretend that was like his full name. And dude, whenever your parent or a parent says the full name of you or your child or like their child, you already know it's not good. No one's gonna be saying, Mike Ben Avery, come over here right now. I just wanted to say, you're really cool. I appreciate all the effort you've been putting in recently. Like, dude, that just never happens, man. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, definitely never happened. It's always like, oh yeah, like you're getting in huge trouble. So yeah, it turns out that that was the case, in fact, because Ben was gonna get in pretty big trouble here. Or Mike, I should say. So Mike walks downstairs. He's kind of freaked out because he knows his mom does not sound happy at all. But he also has literally no idea what it could be because, Mike's a pretty good kid. And the rules of the household are pretty straightforward. And I'd say basically everyone understands. Like, Mike understands all the rules. It's not like there's a secret rule that he just doesn't know about. So he walks downstairs and, dude, it is the scariest sight Mike has ever seen. I mean, obviously not, but you'll see what I mean in a second. It is Mike's mom and Mike's dad standing there, and they both look so disappointed and angry. It is like the scariest thing that Mike has ever seen. He's just like, oh my god, like, oh my, this is bad. This is not good. Like, okay, so Mike gets down there, and Mike's dad says, Mike, can you sit down, please? And Mike's like literally about to pee his pants. This is the most scariest experience he has ever had. So yeah, Mike is kind of just sitting there, and it's like, oh my god, dude, like what the huh, bro? Like, what's going on now? And Mike's mom's like, Mike, you know, when we gave you access to the internet and the family computer, we had certain understandings about how you'd use it. And Mike's thinking to himself, oh my god, what did I do? Am I not allowed to go on cool math games? This is inhumane. I don't want to live anymore. No, but she's like, and you know, it's just really disappointing that, you know, you wanted to explore the indecent sides of the internet. And Mike's like, what? Like, he legitimately had no idea what she's talking about. And Mike's mom's like, don't play silly with me. You know, whenever you go into Google, it records what you look at. And unfortunately, your father went on to do taxes to make sure the family isn't raided by the IRS. And he saw something disgusting, Mike. Like, I didn't say it specifically because I just thought you knew better. Like, this is ridiculous. You are not only banned from the computer for a month, you are grounded for a week. And at this point, Mike is not really like upset or scared or anything. Dude, he's just confused. He has literally no idea what is going on right now because he has not made the connection of Ben being gone for 15 minutes before they went to bed. And the fact that, like, you know, he's getting in trouble for just, I don't know, like he doesn't even know at this point, dude. So yeah, he's kind of just like, okay, like I don't really know what's going on, but all right. And he's just like, he tries to fight it a little bit. He's like, Mom, like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, Mike, Google doesn't lie. Like, the Google search results aren't gonna lie to me. Like, I get it. You want to have access to your computer, and you don't want to be grounded. But I'm sorry, we just got to issue a punishment here. And yeah, Mike went upstairs completely confused. And the next day, you know, he gets in the car with his mom. He's like, Mom, like, I really don't know what you're talking about. Like, I just legitimately have no idea what you're talking about last night. She's like, Mike, honey, I get it. Like, we all are curious, but you just got to know that, like, you know, that's, like, very clearly, I think very obviously something you can't do, and you did it either way. And Mike's like, what did I do? And she's like, honey, I don't want to say it. I feel weird saying it. And Mike's like, what do you mean? Like, what did I do? And she's like, honey, you know you did. And Mike's like, dude, what? So anyways, he gets dropped off for school, and he goes into class. And this is when, you know, he sits down, or let's say goes to lunch, because this is when he sits down with Ben. And he explains everything that happened to Ben, and he's like, I'm so confused. And that's when Mike notices that Ben just has this guilty look on his face. Real quick, if you made it this far into the video, secret word of the day is Ben. So comment Ben down below if you made it this far. I just love to see how many people, the names and faces of the people who made it this far into the video. I'm going to try to heart as many of those comments as I possibly can. And also, if you do want to support the channel and help bring us back up, because if you don't know, I'm releasing photos of me dressed up as a literal clown at 1 million subscribers, which, yeah, you guys can actually help us get there faster. And the way you can do that is very simple. Literally just binge watch the videos after you're done with this one. Like, just watch all my old videos, and YouTube will just start promoting the channel. Like, it is that simple.
What?
Please let me know in the comment section if you do this, because I really, really do appreciate that stuff. And I will try to heart and reply to all those comments personally saying thank you for supporting. Anyways, so yeah, Mike is explaining all this to Ben, and Ben is just looking at him with this kind of blank and very guilty expression. And Ben's like, dude, we need to talk. And Mike's like, what's up? He's like, dude, you know when I left for like that 10 minutes? And Mike looks at him. He's like, yeah. At this point, Mike has not even made the connection. He's like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, all that stuff that your mom's probably mad at you for, that was me. I have internet blockers at home. I just wanted to see what all the boys at school were talking about. It's disgusting, and I wish I didn't even look at it. It's so weird. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. I just needed to see it for myself. And Mike's like, dude, like, I'm in trouble now. And Ben's like, just tell your mom that it was me. Like, it's fine. Like, I did it. I'm sorry. I didn't know it's safe. I just needed to know. And it was on the computer, so he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, man. Like, that's on me. And Ben's like, or Mike's like, all right, well, fair enough. And so anyways, Mike gets in the car, and Mike's like, Mom, good news. And she's like, what? Because she probably expected, like, a good result or something. He said, I didn't do the thing that, like, you were mad at me about last night. And she's like, Mike, come on.
You nigga!
Start lying to
Get
me.
the fuck away from me!
wasn't
She's
even me.
like, no,
Don't hit
Mom.
me.
Ben
It was
admitted
you
to
that just put
typing
your hand.
whatever bad stuff. Like, he
pasó?
said that
Me
it
dio
was
porque
all
estoy
in the
haciendo así
sleepover.
para quitar
And
eso
Mike's
y
mom's
con la
like,
punta de esto se dio.
Mike, I don't want to say I
¿Culpa
don't
mía?
believe you, but I
No
don't
importa.
believe you. Right. It sounds like your friend is just being cool and trying to help you get out of trouble because he knows that you can get him in trouble. And at this point, Ben's like, no, dude, like, Mom, like, you have to believe me. Like, why would I look that stuff up? He told me he had, like, Wi-Fi blockers at home, and he came to my house and decided to look that stuff up on my computer. She's like,
Yeah, I did it on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose.
You did, Bones.
No,
Don't
you
talk
put your
about it
hand.
again, because if you start lying to me,
Alright.
you're just gonna get in more trouble. At this point, sorry, Mike. Mike's like, so anyways, next day in school, Mike goes up to Ben and is like, dude, my mom isn't believing you. Like, you need to tell her yourself. And Ben's like, dude, I don't want to talk to your mom about that. Like, that's really embarrassing. And Mike's like, okay, well, I didn't get myself in the situation. You got me in this situation. Like, I get it. You don't want to do it. But you also have to understand that I shouldn't be in trouble either, right? Like, that's fair, right? And she's, at this point, Ben's like, Ben's like, fine. So anyways, Mike and Ben arrange for a time for Ben to explain to Mike's mom that he looked up all the sus stuff on his computer. So yeah, they decide to do it after school. And so Mike's mom comes to come pick Mike up. And when she drives up to go pick him up in the carpool area, Mike stops her and is like, Mom, I need to talk to you for a second. She's like, okay. And Mike's like, can you actually just pull into the parking lot? The parking lot was right next to the carpool and it was right in the school. And she's like, sure, honey, I don't totally understand why, but sure, whatever. What do you have to say? And Mike's like, well, actually, I don't have anything to say, but my friend does. He points to Ben. And Ben is just looking at her. And Mike's mom is just looking at Ben. And Mike's mom is like, hi, Ben, so good to see you. And Ben's just like, Dude knows that he's screwed at this point. Because at this point, it's way, he can't back out. Or can he? And Ben's like, I just wanted to say I had a really good time at the sleepover. And Mike's like, anything else? Ben's like, nope. And Mike's like, aw. Or Mike's mom's like, aw, that's so cute, Ben. Thank you for saying that. I'm so excited to have you over again. And Mike at this point is mad. So he gets in the car with his mom, and he's just steaming. And, Mike's mom's like, Mike, why do you look so angry? And Mike's like, nothing. She's like, it's not nothing. And Mike's like, he was supposed to say something else to you, but he chickened out. And she's like, Mike, what did I tell you about that thing? What did I tell you? I'm not believing it. He's like, don't lie to me. And he's like, just give me... At this point, Mike is really upset. So the next day he goes into school. He finds Ben. And he's like, dude. And Ben's like, I'm sorry. I was going to do it. But, I was just looking at your mom. It was so awkward. And I just, man, I can't do it. And Mike's like, dude, think about this. Think about this really hard. The only reason why I'm in trouble and that my mom thinks I looked this stuff up is because you did. You didn't even ask me if you could use my computer. Look, I will forgive you. You need to make this right. And at this point, Ben knew what he needed to do. So once again, Mike's mom comes to pick him up. And Mike once again says, hey, can you drive to the school parking lot again? And she's like, okay, fine, but I don't want to be doing this every single day. And Mike's like, trust me, this should be the last time. Should be the last time you ever need to do this. She's like, okay. And so once again, Ben comes up and Mike's like, well, Ben has something to say to you. And Ben's like, hey, Mike's mom. So, when I was at your house, she's like, yeah, did you have a good time? He's like, yeah, I had a good time. But, look, I'm just going to cut to the chase. I was the one who typed in all that stuff on the computer. I'm sorry. The guys at school were saying stuff, and I looked it up on my own computer, but it was blocked, and I just needed to know what it was. I'm sorry. It's not your son's fault. It's my fault. I'm sorry. And at this point, Mike's mom kind of has this look of kind of shock. And then it kind of settles in. She's like, Ben, thank you for letting me know. You can go now. Thanks for being brave and telling me. So anyways, Mike gets in the car, and there's like 30 seconds of silence. And that's when Mike's mom's like, Mike, like, I know you're right here, and I'm sorry I doubted you. Like, you have to understand that it would have made a lot more sense for you to lie about this than for that to actually have happened. But, like, obviously, you get your computer privileges back. You're not grounded anymore. However, I will say, I don't know if I want Mike or Ben back at the house for a little while. And Mike was like, all right, yeah, no, I understand that. That's totally fair.
It's not what's under the tree that matters. It's who's around it.
So Gen Z sometimes thinks that everything is problematic, and this story is no different. As in this story, this Gen Z kid tries to cancel Christmas. This is a pretty crazy one that I know you'll enjoy, so let's just jump right into it. So we're going to call the subscriber who submitted today's story James. So anyways, this all happened last year, and this all happened right before Christmas when James was still in school. It was like early December when this happened, and James had a group of friends, and I don't know, they love playing like Minecraft and Fortnite together, and they'd get together every single weekend. So they decided, in spirit of the holidays, that they were going to do a Secret Santa for each other. And they were discussing the plans to do a Secret Santa when the Gen Z kid, who thought that Christmas was offensive, was sitting around the corner. And he overheard this conversation. So just to set the scene, James and his friends, who are, well, I don't know, I'm not going to give them names, I'll just say James' friends. James and the Gen Z kid was sitting with the other standard Twitter users or whatever, bots, whatever you want to call them, right? Sitting at another table. And the Gen Z kid overhears this, that they are going to be doing a Secret Santa for each other. So the Gen Z kid gets up and walks over to their table, and he looks at them with this angry look. I don't know if you guys know about Nikocado Avocado, but you know that look he gives, like the angry look? The Gen Z kid basically did exactly that same look. And James and his friends, who don't really know the Gen Z kid, kind of like look up at him and kind of just are like, hey, dude, like, what's good, bro? How we doing right now? How's it going, bro? Like, I don't know you. So they're looking at him, and the Gen Z giving that look, that angry avocado look. And, he's like, excuse me. And they're all just looking at him like, yes, bro? Like, what's good, man? He's like, excuse me, did my ears hear me correctly? And, James and his friends are kind of like, bro, what? So the Gen Z kid is looking at him, and he's like, I must have heard correctly then. Huh. Did you know that Christmas is offensive to me? They're all just like, bro, what are you saying right now? He's like, I overheard that you want to have Secret Santa, and that will not be happening if I can do something about it. Did you know that Santa represents the patriarchy, and that giving some kids coal while giving other kids presents is obvious discrimination? And they're all just looking at him like, bro, what, huh? Like, just insert all the sound off in his head. He's just like, what is going on right now? So obviously, James and his friends are confused because they know that Gen Z kid is on Twitter 25 hours a day and he's terminally online, and he thinks that, he has no problems in life, so he's got to find problems to make life more interesting, right? But, James and his friends kind of look at each other, and then they look at him, and then they look at each other, and they look at him, and they're like, okay. They literally just say, okay, because, I don't know about you, dude, but I don't know how I would personally respond to all this. I would probably also respond, okay, bet, word, sounds cool, bro, have a good life, I don't know. And the Gen Z kid says, if you guys think that you're gonna get away with having Secret Santa on school grounds, then you're wrong. And they're all kind of just looking at him like, we just want to give presents. And James literally says, we're just giving presents to each other because we're friends. Is that really that bad? And the Gen Z kid is like, yes, it is. Why Christmas is offensive and I will not have happy, basically. is the gist of it. So James is like, whoa. Walked over to the table. Dude, like for a reason, you're just. I know for actually quite a while, my parents were like, watch drop a bit. So like, I never watched full episodes as a kid, but I would literally look up clips online and be like, OMG, this is so crazy. Honestly, kind of just because it was forbidden, right? I know my mom watches all my videos, so yes, that's how I got the inspiration for my pug animations. It's great, Mom. Now you know. It's not like you didn't know, but now you can. And then Gen back to sit down and discuss what their next move shall be. So, for now, James and his friends are peacefully enjoying. So guys, the Gen Z kid is coming for revenge. As you guys can probably tell by the title and by the story so far, the Gen Z kid, and like many Gen Z kids, and let me just say that I am a part of the Gen Z generation. Guys are, and I'm not saying like many other Gen Z kids, believes that they are right, no matter how ridiculous and lack of logic their arguments may have. So the Gen Z kid is about to plot a protest. He's about to protest James and his friends for doing Secret Santa. Let's go. Sure enough, right? James and his friends, they finish up lunch, and they have a really good time. Secret Santa, they give each other presents, because it's Secret Santa.
That's good.
The secret word of the day is Santa. So if you made it this far into the video, comment Santa down below. And also, if you haven't already, listen on Spotify. It's in the pinned comment down below if you're a Spotify user. And if you're listening right now on Spotify, thank you. And rate the podcast 5 stars. Anyways, so once they were done with their Secret Santa, they went back to their class. So after lunch, James and all their friends had class together. The Gen Z kid was not in class with them. So the Gen Z kid is actually going to make an appearance in this class, but not in the way you think. So James and his friends really think that the saga is done. Okay, at this point, what else can the Gen Z kid really do? And like, genuinely, what else can the Gen Z kid do? Haha, you guys are about to see. So they don't even think about this. Oh my... Alright, it's got a notification. Sorry. Things are good, and they've completely forgotten about the incident with the Gen Z kids. They're sitting in class, probably thinking about the presents that their friends got, in a really good holiday mood. Things are cheery, life is good. They're in class right now, and the teacher is teaching. It's a normal day in class.
But what about the cake, Mom? You said you were
the
gonna give me the
door
cake.
opens, and 3 kids walk in.
We're giving you cake.